Okay, welcome back, everybody, to the final hour of trading today on Stock Markets with Bruce. It's Friday, February the 3rd. Options are expiring today, as usual, being Friday, and we're watching this market. It has been a roller coaster of a ride today. We started off with the Dow Jones under uh, lower as expected. People figured from last night's results on Amazon, Google, Apple, all having lower earnings, missing projections. The figure thinking was, oh, market's going to go down. Sure enough, it started lower. But then a funny thing happened. The market went higher, and it all maxed out. It all sort of peaked out at what looks like 11:35 Eastern time. Just around 11:35 Eastern time, the market hit its highs of the day. The Dow index reached 34,179. That's as high as she got. It opened at 33,926, so it was about 250 points on the upside. We're now at 33,822. That's 170 plus another 170. That's 350 points that we've lost from the highs. And the market now down 223, it looks like, on the count. So I may even be out on my numbers. 223-point drop on the Dow at the moment is where we're at. We're near the lows of the day. This is kind of where we're, hanging around here. 33,827. Yep, 33,822. This is the low of the day right now. For the week, we're kind of just barely lower for the week. Really, we hit the low of the week on I guess Jan 31. That must have been Monday, or no, last Friday. Sorry, last 7 days. 33,670. We're at 33,830. So 100. What's that? 170, 160 points ago. So 160 points lower, and that'll match last week's low. And we did get this market up to 34,167, but no, not happening. So we're down 222 right now at 33,831. And we're still backing off with an hour to go. Well, we'll see if this is a continual drop from here, or do we have a late rally to cut this back. On other markets, we're down 54 points on the S&P today, 1.3%. The Dow off 2/3 of a point, and NASDAQ down 225 points, 1.85%. All three of these indexes went positive at around 11:30 this morning. They were all in the green, and it looked like going to have another up day. Unbelievable, but didn't happen. Down 262, by the way, on a barrel of oil. $2.62 lower on a barrel of West Texas. We're now down to 73.26. This means we've lost $9 a barrel in a little over a week and a half on West Texas in the heart of winter. The heart of winter. This is fascinating to me to see. Got to get those off of there. Fascinating to see this market backing off. On the energy sector, we're supposed to be watching, China reopening, and we're supposed to be watching, a strong U.S. economy now with all these jobs created today. And we're supposed to be experiencing the shortage of oil from the war and the Russia oil being cut off. And oil is down. There's no $150 a barrel oil. There's no $200 barrel oil. That's a nothing burger. There you go. Your gas prices are dropping, kids, at the pump. They're going to keep dropping. That is what's going to happen. Amazing. Down 231 on the Dow and 230 on NASDAQ. Almost identical as far as the points go. But when it comes to percentage point losses, the Dow is off 0.68 and NASDAQ down 1.9%. About triple what the Dow has dropped. Not quite, but close. So the Dow should be down right now about 700 points. That would equal the drop off of NASDAQ so far. There you go. So we are getting the lower market we thought we were getting. It just took half the day to get to it. And now selling is coming in. People are asking themselves, do I want to be long stock over the weekend? Do I want to own Google and Amazon that disappointed? Do I want to own other stocks that might be coming out with so-so earnings? Do I really want to be long? That's the question. For option writers, hey, don't fear no upside, kids. There ain't no upside. No, we don't fear the upside. We embrace the upside. If the markets want to go higher, we do rollovers. If the markets want to stay flat, we just ride it out. Let the options depreciate out. Markets want to go lower, well, our contracts will drop in value, and we will then start considering rolling down. We'll do gearing down rollovers. Easy going. We're very flexible here at this channel. We like making money the market, whatever direction the market wants to go. We make money any direction. Hey, you want to go violently lower? Great. That'll put cash in our pockets today. You want to go violently higher? Great. That'll put cash in our pockets today. We take money off the table. We're kind of like that. If you ever played poker in Las Vegas years ago, there aren't so many poker rooms left anymore. But the dealer would deal 7-card stud to 9 players or whatever it is around the table. As the hands were being, bets were being made, dough would slowly find its way over into the pot. The money would end up in the bucket underneath the table. A little percentage of the action, 1 or 2% of the pot would usually end up in the little catch-all thing that the dealer had. And that's how the casino made their money. The more action in the middle of the table, the more money would end up in the casino's pocket. Well, that's what's happening here. Your casinos, you're each individual casinos right now, and you are all just cashing in. You're keeping the change again and again and again and again. And I congratulate all of you on getting richer by writing options. It's really not that complicated, but it takes a bit of discipline and patience and diligence and kind of watching what's going on and allowing the markets to freely go where they want to go. You don't take it personally when a stock goes up or down. You don't take it personally. You just say, oh, okay, stock's going up, stock's going up. Oh, okay. Don't marry any one stock in that way if you're an option writer on a stock. That's it. Anyway, down 226 on the Dow. On some of the stocks we're following here, Cyxtera is up 7.5 cents. Not much going on there. And GameStop is at 21.88. We're down 82 cents now. And I think we're at the low of the day here, pretty close to it. 21.80 is the low of the day on GameStop. We've had 4 million trade today, quite light now, very quiet. And we're just in and around the low end of the day right now. We've got options expiring today there. ATIP, 43.5 cents, down 0.6 of a penny. Tesla is up $1, but only $1. We're at 189.28. We couldn't break 200. I thought today for sure it would do it. 198.99 is what it got to. But even at 11:30, it couldn't break higher and break into 200 range. But I know a number of you took my my advice and you listened to me and my guidance saying to you, if you can do rollovers into the 200s, do it. And some of you did do option writing upwards of $200 contracts, maybe even higher than that. I know a number of you have rolled up all week long. You followed me on that, and you went from 140s to 160s to 170s to 180s. You've rolled up, and you're following the stock. And here we go. It reached 199, and now it's 189, down $10 this afternoon. There's a $20-$30 correction anytime in the future of Tesla. That would be no surprise. Stocks don't go straight up, but here we are, 190 on Tesla. Those of you who have been rolling, way to go. Keep up the good work. This is what you want. SoFi, 747 up, down a quarter now, actually. We were as high today at 798, and this is another one of those stocks. I figured today we were going to break 8 again, but we couldn't quite get there. 48 million traded, which is better than normal compared to the last, say, 6 months. But not the 100 million share day we had yesterday. This is option expiry day. We are dominated by all kinds of other news, but SoFi's had one hell of a run here, and I think this is just a pause in the action. I don't believe that there's a serious downdrift coming here. So you have to just patiently wait it out. Apple, 154.74, still up 392. It started lower today, 147.83. Then it ran up to 157.38, had a good run, but It's given up a bit now to 154.82 with a $4 gain today. Apple holding in there. HBQ 3040 up was up this morning, down 39 cents now, 3040. Google 104.90 down 390. This is near the low of the day. We started at 103.30, got up to 108.02. And looked like Google was going to have a rip-roaring day like everyone else. And then, no, it's given up because it did post weaker numbers than expected. So it's now down, well, 397. End of the world? No, not at all. Moderna down 261, no, 173.74. I know a guy that's sitting on 180 calls, and he's grinning today. Cisco down 72 cents to 48.60. Pfizer at 44.08, down 26 cents. The IBM down 11 cents. Microsoft down $7 after gaining about 11.12 yesterday. The ME at 23andMe comes out with earnings on March 8th. That is in 5 days. ME will let us know how they're doing. 267.5, down 7.5 cents today. Rocket Lab is up 10 cents to 534. Matterport down 18 cents today, 365.5. Touched $4 yesterday, touched $4. SmartRent down a penny, 316. The Spire is actually up 6 cents, 128. Amazon down 988, finally reflecting what the market thought it was going to do this morning. Home Depot down 889. Netflix is up 74 cents. Vanik is up down 507. Adobe down 13.57 a share. That's 378. It's had a big week this week, giving up a bit of ground. Goldman Sachs up 18 cents now. Boeing is down 251 to 206. 206.80. Meta is down $1.23, slightly lower, 187 a share. High today, 196, and it's had a big week this week. Earlier this week in the 147, 148 level, now at 187 level, but it has begun just a tiny bit of a pullback here. I expect a bit of profit taking to come into this, maybe into the 160 level. But it might take a few more days to kind of let the euphoria back off. Their numbers were actually not great. They just wowed the street by saying, we're going to cut expenses and put $40 billion into a share buyback program. That isn't going to save this stock. Sorry, it's not going to do it. But that's just me and my opinion. We've got Royal Caribbean down $1.26 to 68.08. Carvana down a penny, sitting at 14.24. Robinhood down 39 to 10.76. We have Target off 4.34. JP Morgan is still up 1.95 today. Costco, though, down $9 to $514. Walmart down 2.50 a share, 141. That's a big move for a down stock. Dow 30. Disney down $2, same thing. Nvidia down $6 to $211. American Airlines, 13 cents lower at $16.93. So it's a red one, more or less, with a few green bars here and there. 155 down dip on the Dow Jones, 44 points down on S&P, Nasdaq down 190 as the markets are trying to figure out whether they're going to stay really low or try to come back a little bit before the bell. Option expiry is going on, and there's trillions of dollars in options that are expiring out. There's what we're looking at, everybody. Welcome to all of you. Deep Value, thank you for being number 2. Richard, number 3. Adrian, AJ, number 3. Zach is thumbs up 4. Lorraine, 7. Lame Duck, number 9. And Not Your SoFi, number 10. Thank you for JR, number 11. Michael, 12. Mandu, 16. Maria was 18th. Oscar 17, Spicy figured they were number 18 on the thumbs up meter. Ricardo number 19. Thank you all. Made it just in time, says Coyote. Number 27 says manager on the thumbs up meter. DH Ruta 31. Fantastic. Very, very good. What else is going on? Bobby Atkinson, number 24. Options 35. Option nomads number 35. Marcus, I'm 38 on the old options, the thumbs up meter. Hawkeye 41. Giddy up. Number 42 for a doubting philosopher. Karen's 49. Drew 47. Fool of a Took 54. Wayne Commander got in here at 53. Sell my house fast. Upper Marble 55th. Thumbs up, Bruce. Giddy up. Nicely done. Sky High Kite. I am number 54. My man, one of our newest members. Longtime lurker, number 62, and I have over 800 SoFi. Giddy up, man. Here we go. Fantastic. What else is going on? Drew says my grandpa dealt poker in Vegas and played professionally. When I turned 21, we sat and played together. Our family game is Texas Hold'em. He stopped playing in the casino after he calculated the take. That is how much money they take off each hand. And he says he plays online for free now. He says, there you go. Manager, Uncle Bruce, having a good credit score is good or bad? To test out SoFi's loan process, I had applied for a $100,000 personal loan to test them out, see what happened. Moon Man Moo, number 66, thumbs ups. Let's see. Yeah, JR says, Uncle Bruce, when I was a mechanic, we used to say, don't fall in love with your car. That will cause you to make poor decisions about its maintenance. There you go. Yep. Drew, the way Bruce explains things reminds me how my grandpa taught me and my cousins how to play poker. Thank you, Uncle B, says Constantine. VJ, I'm number 77. Trish to Dish, 1200 so far. That's what I got. Cloud 7, it's 8 degrees in Calgary. Fahrenheit, just came back for a walk and I'm way overdressed. Who cares? Says I'm number 80. Zed Estate, I'm number 81. Fabulous. Manager, I got the letter of denial, says a manager. My credit score is 839 out of 850. Said I do not have enough accounts paid as agreed. Weird. In other words, they want me to have many credit cards with high balances where I would pay high interest rates to other credit cards. Then only then would I be eligible to borrow from these guys. Who cares? Says 5 degrees coming in New York tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the world is ending. It is going to be cold in spots in the Northeast this weekend. It is not going to be pretty out there. I have heard the word that this cold front is coming in and it is going to be a nasty one. Just take a peek here at New York, see if I can get it to pop up. Yeah, New York City right now is 20 Fahrenheit. At 5 p.m. it'll be 17. At 9 p.m. it'll be 11 Fahrenheit. 5 Fahrenheit at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Saturday, the high of 26 with a low of 5. Mind you, that is still not so nasty. I mean, I don't see this, really deadly weather that Maine is supposed to get. I think New York might be just south enough to avoid the worst of it. Saturday morning, 5 degrees Fahrenheit, but high of 26 Saturday, Sunday, 45, Monday, 48. Next Wednesday, 55 Fahrenheit, New York. Next Friday, 58. Not too bad, New York. You're going to be all right. Going to be surviving just fine in the Big Apple. Interesting stuff. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, it is what it is. Here in Palm Desert, we're 67 today, going for 72. Tomorrow's high, 75. Sunday, 72. Monday, 69. Tuesday, 71. Wednesday, 73. Thursday, 72. Friday, 72. Saturday, 72. Sunday, 70. That's normal. We're normal next week, and we love it. And normal today, so we're taking it. It's been cool around here. Interesting. Anyway, wind chill New York, minus 40. So if it's breezy, not good. And VJ is asking me, should I buy back my covered call 190 strike Feb 17 expiry Tesla, or should I roll it over to 200s? What do I do? Let's take a look right now. We're at 191.05 on Tesla. We're up 278 today. Should I buy back my covered call 190 February 17? And should I roll it over to a 200? If you're going to do that, you would then roll forward in time, right? So you would go from a February contract you have now that you've written, you'd buy it back and then write in March or in April or a May 200, something like that. If you can do a rollover for $10, lift that strike price by 10, and you can add cash to your account, then I'd consider it. So I don't know what the 190 would cost you, because I don't have it up here. Matter of fact, I'll try to get it up right now. February 17th. Let's see. The February 17 call, as my big ass iPad slowly pops up here. Man, oh man, oh man. There we go. This was the 190. You said you own the 190, right? Okay, the 190. 10 minutes ago was 1020 to 1030. So there you go. So you need to get more than that to make it worth your while, if you can move up to at least $10 in strike. Let's go to April rather than March. And what can we get for over $10? Oh, I see what's going on here. Oh, yeah. Well, you can write a $200 call expiring April the 21st. You would be paid about $19.50, 19.20, something like that. That would be almost a $9 gain to move up $10 in strike. There's nothing wrong with that move. If you wanted to go higher, you could go to a 210 for almost 15.75. That's a $20 bump up. That's exceptional. That is an exceptional move. Money in your pocket. If you go to May, you'll get more cash, I would assume. You can write a 200 for about 22.25, 22.40. You could write a 210 for 18.75, 18.80. $8 cash per call. That's $800 a contract, and move up $20 in strike, moving up a couple of months. Not a bad move. If the stock backs off from this range to 160 on a pullback the next week or so, your calls, your 210s, would be $40 to $50 out of the money, and that would cause them to drop by about half in value, and that would be a cool way to buy those back and then come back into March or April contracts around 175 and write those for more money. And so, yeah, VJ, you got work to do there. You can make money here. John, 2,300 SoFi is what I got. Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce, I just got 500 more SoFi on the 735 stink bid today, getting closer to 10,000 shares. I don't want a million. Figured I'm in my 30s. I'll spend my 40s loading and retire at 49, travel and trade. Okay, giddy. Yep. Shamalama Ding Dong is here. Uncle Bruce, I bought my 59th GameStop deep in the money call today. Thank you for all your guidance. 59 deep in the money calls, and we're writing against them. You got to love this game. 22.21 on GameStop, down 49 cents. The Dow's down 125. ATIP down 0.6 of a penny. Tesla's up 250. SoFi of 754 is moving up a little bit right now. So 18 cents lower on the day, but coming on. Apple up 435. Congratulations, all of you. Whether you're doing the deep in the money call game on GameStop, on Apple, on Cisco, on HBQ, on whatever you're doing it on, well done, each and every one of you. Getting richer. What else is happening? Bobby Atkinson, minus 23 Celsius with a minus 34 wind chill. Yikes. Manager, I will be dumping SoFi as soon as it goes to 10 and just do the day trade. That's what manager is going to say. He's going to have $3.2 million of GameStop in his account. Sorry, he's going to have $3.2 million of SoFi in his account. He'll be in a position to write contracts that could make him $300,000 a month in revenues, and he wants to day trade. That's not my first choice. That would not be my personal advice to any of you out there. But hey, you're a day trader. You're a day trader. What else is going on here? Oh man, got some house fast upper Marlboro. It's going to be cold tomorrow. I'm moving somebody. Wow, that's unreal. What else is going on here? Jeff, Mac K, 12,000 SoFi. Susan Shops about number 88 thumbs up. Bruce, you're going for 100 here. DQ, I'm lurking 87 thumbs ups here right now. Credit Savage, okay, Uncle Bruce. So I sold some AI $15 April strikes a month ago. Ran away from me. It's 25 now, and I've rolled one covered call to December, but it keeps running. Should I just cross my arms? I don't want to roll to 25s yet. Well, you're on your own. I don't even know what this is. Look, you've just got to, you gotta stick with your program. When it's time to roll, it's time to roll, whether you like it or not. You can't take this personally. You got to make money. You've got to have performance. You've got to have calls that will depreciate quickly when a pullback takes place. And if you're way in the money, you're not going to have fast appreciation unless the stock really drops. But if you've got a higher strike price and then a stock backs off, that option seller is going to make more money than you faster than you. It's as simple as that. SoFi 751 down 21 cents. And so we got here the Dow down 140 right now. We got a 42-point drop on S&P, NASDAQ down 184 from what I can tell you. If in case anyone is still tracking, Cloud7 says, I have 3,950 SoFi in my accounts. So we were adding up yesterday how many shares of SoFi this channel has. And we were asking people, let us know. And we had a couple of people who were kind of keeping a tally. I'm not sure if that tally is still being kept, but the last I heard it was 30 or 40,000, and it was still climbing. Brian, I am number 93 here. John Grecker, I've been looking a long time. Thanks, Uncle Bruce, for everything. Larry Titus, hi, everybody. I'm number 95. JG, hey, Shama, how long did it take to accumulate 59 covered calls on GameStop? Deep in the money calls. JD's laughing. Credit Savage, some people are not so smart. Others are smart. Sharma, JG, I started this past August with 6. Now I got 59. Giddy up. Moonman Moo, 5,000. SoFi. Credit Savage. Ooh, I have 7,500. The numbers keep coming in on SoFi. Thank you, everyone, for helping out here today, hitting those thumbs ups for us. Thank you. We are going to break that 100 barrier in no time. I appreciate it. Those of you who are members of this channel, thank you. Those of you who are lurkers on this channel, thank you for being here all the time. Please consider becoming a member ASAP. Join the rest of this gang and join us every morning at 8 o'clock Eastern for an update show that only Gold Bagel members get. 8:30, everyone joins in. 3 o'clock, everyone joins in, and 8 o'clock on 8 o'clock on Wednesday evening. It's primetime live for Gold Bagel members with yours truly, and we love that show. That's a good one. Always a great crowd of Gold Bagel members hanging around, and we're comparing lots of notes between each other. Come on by and become a member ASAP and join us. Thank you all so very much for being part of this familia. We love it. We have 109 thumbs ups. You gotta love this. I can tell you right now, we need the market to do what we need it to do, and it's just time for a knee emoji attack. It's time for the Knights of Knee to step in yet again, knee, and hit that knee emoji, everybody. Get these shares doing what you need them to do. Maria's on it right there. Maria's not going to waste a second. She's on top of it. Nico's here. How you doing there, Nico? Larry Titus is hitting it. Untamed Viking, No Options Nomads, Maria Powell. They're all here. They're plowing the knee emojis. Richard Carlin is on it. You're not going to mess with this market with us around here. We got the Knights of Knee on our side. Deep value options. Oscar Davila, here we go. Knee. Andrew Fielder's here. Welcome all to the party, pal. WD is here. The knee emoji attack is underway. Karim is on it. TJ is on it. It's happening. The knee emoji attack is in full swing. Karen is on it. Sell My House Fast and Upper Marlboro's on it. Knee. Zach, way to go, Zach. Moonman Moo, way to go. Credit Savage, way to go. Oh, yeah. The Big E is here. How you doing, Big E? Credit Savage, nailing the knee emojis. Knee. That's right. Bring some shrubbery, and you might be able to pass. And then again, you might not. Must obey the Knights of Knee. Marcus is here. Thank you all for popping in here with the knee emoji attack. This market will succumb to whatever we want it to do once those knee emojis come out. No other channel has this power. The others, YouTubers, they think they have the power, but they don't. They don't have any emojis. There you go, everybody. Thank you for popping in here. Brian, I am, Bruce, I'm horrible at rolling. Bought back GameStop April 1750s for $6.20 halfway through the day. I tried to sell a June 18 for $6.80. Immediately, stock has dropped ever since. Fold arms, continue stink offers. What are you going to do? Well, keep your eye on that market. You know, it's 22.16 down 54. I mean, it will move along and keep an offer. You may have a late rally and then you'll get them off. So just, you know, work it. Flint Creek Rock. What the heck is this? Mirko is on it. Splair, IR Aaron. What else we got? Sell My House. Boy, they just keep buying up all the SoFi and HBQ paper. Every time it goes down, it comes right back up. 750 on SoFi, down 21. Tesla up 195 to 190.22. And GameStop down 54. The Dow down 144. Got a message earlier today in between shows. I had an email come in that I really enjoyed reading. This is great. It was from Christina. And she said, I just wanted to share with you my roles in case you find value to. You want to share this with the Bagel team? Here's a neat little story. I rolled my GameStop Jan 2025 10s. I had 9 of them to January 2025 13s. Again, 9 of those. And I made $1.45 on each of those for a total of $1,305 profit. Then I rolled my Tesla June 2025 80s to June 2025 100s, and I got $1,154 more money. And together, that gave me $2,459. I then used that money plus some more to buy two looks like 10 Jan 2025s for 1315 for a total of 2630. With these deep in the monies, I wrote two May 22 and a halves for 405, bringing in $810. I had an extra call to sell for GameStop. I didn't realize I had it. And I sold another May 2023 GameStop 2250 for $4, giving me another total of $1,210. With that, I went and got another January 2025 GameStop $10 call for $13.05. Turned around and sold another May 2023 22 and a half for $4. I increased my GameStop position by 3 calls, and I was able to rewrite new calls that are a bit farther out in time for my taste. But I knew $4 a call was a good price point. It's about a 30% profit on the new call. See you at 3 o'clock. Now, there you go. Thank you for teaching me how to be in control of my future. You're Gem. Tell Auntie Jen I appreciate her sharing you with us, from Christina. Isn't that cool? I just live for emails like this. I just love reading these. This is kind of the typical what's happening lately game plan as you folks are writing more and more options, and you're getting your options. You're able to then roll into more options and write options and roll into more. You're building the ability to write more and more calls. And as each day and week and 2 weeks and 3 weeks and 4 weeks goes by, the calendar does you the ultimate favor by crushing the value of these contracts that you've written. And then you get ready to write another batch of contracts because you buy back your old contracts for way less money. And then you write another batch, but you're not writing 15 or 18 or no, you're writing 33, 38, 45, 59, 70. You're now writing a ton of contracts. If you're going to write 60 calls at $4 a pop, you're bringing in $24,000 into your account, and it's cash sitting in your account now. You want to turn around and buy $1,200 call contracts with that $24,000. It's totally your call. You want to buy stock with that. You want to average down on stock you have with that. You want to move into a new stock you've never written on before and start buying those deep in the money calls and diversify. Up to you. But something tells me that when you get into this 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 calls at a time business, I don't know why you guys are working full-time jobs anymore, because at that point in time, the amount of money coming into your account is such that you can easily pull 4, 5, 6,000 a month out of there to pay lots of bills comfortably and just work full-time on these trades. This is good stuff. I'm excited for you guys. Love getting these emails, and this just shows how it is working out for people. You got to take the classes if you want to understand what folks are doing here. You're watching me, you don't understand what I'm talking about, or you kind of get it, but you kind of don't get it. You have to take the classes that we've got. I got 14 of them on my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. That's where you got to go, right here. It's my Canadian website. That's why it ends in CA. Head over there. Just get your butt over there, and you'll find the homepage. It looks like this. There I am. That's my homepage. You'll recognize my mug there. And then go to the classes tab, which is on the top right there. You'll see classes. And then you start scrolling down and you'll see lesson number 1, lesson number 2, lesson number 3, lesson number 4. And just start taking these classes. They're $150 a pop. No big whoop. Hour and a half to 2 hours a piece in length. You will learn all kinds of stuff like number 11 and 12 here. Oh, man, do these classes make people money. Whoa! And then a 13 and 14. Oh, are people making money? But you got to start here. This is how you learn how to make money. This is how you learn what options are doing, how it works, why they exist, who trades them, how they trade, how they depreciate, how they're created, how you eliminate them, how you cancel them. On and on and on and on and on. A zillion questions will be answered. You'll find little gems of nuggets of information in these classes that will amaze. And you will have the ability to start to become an option writer. And you'll figure it out. And you'll follow the gang here and understand what they're doing. And you'll get to know all of us here, and you'll begin to realize, oh my God, I have more than enough capital that I've got in my accounts. I could use this to write options too. What the hell am I doing? There are folks here who just can't believe it. They join us, and within about a week, a month, 2 months of it, there comes a point in time where it just hits them. They just go, "Oh my God, I could get my hands on these poor man covered calls these folks are talking about. I could buy like 15 of those GameStop covered calls right now, and I could write 15 contracts at $4 a piece. Right, that's $6,000 coming into my account. Why am I not doing that? Why haven't I done that for the last 10 years of my life?" This is where the realization hits people like a ton of bricks. And after a couple of months of trades and rollovers and buying back calls for way less money and writing new calls again and building the portfolio and adding more covered calls to the portfolio, getting from 10 to 12 to 16 to 23 to 39, you begin to go, oh my God, no one ever told me about this. I never saw any of this in any of the real estate in the literature from the brokerage firms. No stockbroker ever called me up. No asset manager ever called me up and said, "Hey, you've got $60,000 in equity. You got $100,000. You got $20,000. You got $70,000. Whatever you got. You got stock in this, stock in that. I can help you bring in more cash by writing options for you." No one's ever called you. They never will. You're not big enough. You just don't qualify to get that kind of a phone call from these people. The option writers out there that are professionals, they work for hedge funds, mutual funds, pension funds, and other large institutional outfits. They write thousands of contracts a day professionally, and they will never contact you with your 5 portfolio contracts or 15 contracts. You have to do it yourself. But by doing it yourself from the comfort of your home, or from the comfort of wherever you are with one of these guys, one of these little thingies, you can write your calls anywhere in the planet whenever you have internet, and your overhead is wherever you happen to be at. So if you're in your apartment, you're in the basement of your mom and dad's house. Wherever you are is your overhead. That's all you have to worry about. You don't have to worry about some office overhead in downtown Manhattan. Don't worry about that. It's just your overhead. And so 5 or 10 or 20 or 30 calls can make you a ton of money and will make a difference, especially those of you who are carrying credit card debt, car loans, the last of your student loans, a second mortgage, personal IOUs, whatever you got going out there. You bring in 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 grand a month in fresh cash coming in, that it starts making a difference awful fast. And welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you here. You want to learn how to do this, head for my website, get your butt into those classes immediately. Watch 1 a week, 2 a week, 3 a week, and figure out what we're doing. Once you get these classes, you can watch them again and again and again. If you need help or you have any questions about the classes, send me an email. You know where my email is. It's right down below, right down here. You can always get a hold of me and or join us live and ask me right here. Hey, Bruce, I don't understand this, or I can't figure that out, or does this mean what I think it means? Is it true I could become self-employed and get out of my day job? Is it true? Yes, it's true. Just like in the movie Blazing Saddles. It's true. It's true. Yes, it's true. There you go. Oh, is it good time or what? Welcome everybody to the show. All right. What else is going on? Well done, Christina, says Mirko. John Anderson is in the house. Hello, John. Christina, you had a good day. Way to go. Let's see. To do that show today seems to be helpful for education, says Blair. And Karen, that's the position I am just waiting right now. And let's see. Yesterday's show was also very educational, says Coyote. Susan, spicy. There's no waiting if your account is margin account. It's key to use margin for needed rules. And let's see. Is it better to own the stock or sell my GameStop to do the poor man cover calls? Well, people here have found that if they sell their shares, sometimes they can sell 100 shares and buy 200 poor man covered calls, or they can sell 1,000 shares and buy 18 covered calls, deep in the money calls. They write 18 contracts and they buy another 3 or 4 more deep in the money calls. Next thing you know, they have 22, 23 deep in the money calls that they're writing on instead of 10 from the 1,000 shares they had. So there's that leverage. There you go. A spicy. I have 3,500 now. Should I buy more poor man covered calls on GameStop then? Well, that's a choice you make if you want to, keep cash, a little bit of cash handy. You keep it, you hold back. Other times you go in there, grab another one or two, write a couple more calls, bring in some more cash, and just keep working it. It's a personal call. Lame duck. I got 1,100 shares. You might be able to turn that ultimately into 25 to 30 deep in the money calls, depending on how many you roll over. Check out the chain, the option chain, and see for yourself. Can you write right now? Let's say the stock's 22.19. Can you write $23, $24 calls, $25 calls out to May, June? Can you haul in a bunch of dough from those and use that dough to buy more deep in the money calls? Find out what the $10 deep in the money calls are going for. Look at the 13 deep in the money calls for January 2025. You want to go that far out on those deep in the money calls. Just do some calculating. Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce, I'm currently trying to roll 6 GameStop 10 Jan 25s to 13, and I'm asking for $2. Need a quick 1,200 to buy one more $10 deep in the money. Is that a good move? Well, the other move you make is you roll 6 10s into 13s and then buy another 13. And don't buy a 10, buy a 13. It's cheaper. And then right from there. I mean, that's another way to go. I mean, the stock is at 22.25, and we did see it as low as 16-ish back in early Jan. So, 10 is deep in the money. 13 is still pretty deep in the money, but that's up to you whether it works or not. Keep an eye on the 90-10 rule. Another reason why those of you who haven't taken the classes, you got to take the classes. You have to learn the 90-10 rule. You have to know stink bids, stink offers. You have to know the psychology of the market. You have to understand so much about options. But if you really want to make this kind of money, then it's worth your time and worth your effort to learn all of this stuff. Yeah, because this is its own market. And it can be extremely lucrative, and you don't need to be a millionaire to do this. You don't need to have 500,000 in assets. You don't need $100,000 in assets. You can write options with as little as a $1,500 lying around. You can do option writing. It depends on the firm you are dealing with, the platform company you're dealing with. Some will insist on a $2,000 minimum value. Others will insist on more. It depends on who you have as your brokerage firm. 750 on SoFi, 190.52 on Tesla. 22.26 on GameStop, down 44 cents, down 148 on the Dow. We have 18 minutes left in our session. Let's see what else is going on here. I've doubled. I think what Drew's saying is I've doubled my portfolio and have only transferred out of brokerage since selling covered calls. Thank you, Bruce, for all you do. Chatting here on Discord Wednesday, prime time, early show, and on and on. It's invaluable. Christina, the Credit Savage, I did this today, and I only got, I say only, but it was pretty darn good. 145 for each of the 10 to 13s. If you need $2 contract, look at rolling to 15s. Deuce Caboose, the good old days of living in the parents' basement. No worries, no problems, but also no women. I take that back. Deuce Caboose, number 116. Thank you for the thumbs ups, guys. Swear next month I start luckily a job, hopping, move, and switch into another part-time company that offers 2 to 3 working days per week and pays my health insurance. From there, a lot of time will be available. Way to go, Splair. James, I also rolled my GameStop Jan 2025 deep in the money 5s and 10s to 13s and rewrote again, bought more deep in the money calls with some of the proceeds. I'm up to 51 deep in the money GameStops. Rice going, Credit Savage. Christina, thank you. It's a stinker. Let's see if it triggers. In hoping a lonely, desperate soul seeks them and takes pity on poor me. Coyote, lame duck. Make sure you have a good understanding of poor man covered calls before you do anything. You have to know how to manage your time to get more leverage on poor man covered calls, but you have a ticking clock that shares do not have, and that's something to think about, although they are 2 years out. Susan shops about, my problem with the GameStop May 20 strike roll is looking at the chain going up and strike. The October 25 wasn't bringing in a higher premium. The higher premium during October 20 strike were to roll up higher strikes, right? The trick is to try to move up higher. If you can go from a 20 to a 22, 22.50, that's something to think of. Now, here's the problem with some of these option chains. the contracts that trade right now for February and March, the premium, the strike prices might be $1 levels, at $1 levels, 20s, 21s, 22s, 23s. Some of the calls going a little further out will go 20, 22 to 50, 22.50, 25, 27.50, 30. Some further out than that will might go up $5 in a shot. But as time goes by, these further out calls will slowly have more calls available. But it's frustrating on some stocks where you can't find $1 incremental strike prices when you really want to do a rollover. Apple does it, definitely has that. High volume contracts with super high open interest. There are all kinds of $1 increments everywhere. You just have to kind of work it. But Susan, if you can move up a little bit in strike, great. Otherwise, sit tight for another week or so and just see what happens. The stock might back off and you'll go, I don't have to do anything. This is backed off. I'm fine. On the other hand, next week, the week after, there well may be new strike prices posted on these calls going forward. All right. Stay on top of that. Lame duck. So as I buy more stock or use the premium for bills as I get close to the end, how do I keep all my shares as I buy more stock or use the premium for bills as I get close to the end? As I get close to the, you're talking about if you own deep in the money calls and they're coming up to expiry, what do you do? Well, the key here is if you're in the money, your calls, no matter how little time there is, will be in the money. For example, a $10 GameStop call for January 2025 is right now $12 in the money. A $10 call that expires tonight is $12 in the money. And so the contract that expires tonight, you'll probably only be able to sell it for $12.15 if the stock's $22.15. Where the January 2025 contract might be trading at $13 or $14 because it's got 2 years or 1 year and 11 months of time left on it. But the time premium isn't that a big deal, because a big deal if you buy within the 90-10 rule, less than 10% of the value of the contract is time value. That's the risk you're willing to take. The rest is pure book value. So if you have a call that's now 2 years out and a year and a half from now, it's got 6 months left to live, it'll still be trading at almost the same price it's trading at now, which means you can sell your call with 6 months to go and buy a new deep in the money call with 2 years to go if it's in that 90-10 rule. So you'll just roll over into the future and keep that amount of time in your pocket because you're playing with deep in the money calls. Like I said earlier today, what some of folks written to me earlier today was some folks bought deep in the money calls on Tesla when shares of Tesla hit 110 a share. They were buying $55 calls. They put up like $6,000 a contract. These were not cheap. But because Tesla has gone up to 190 or so, these $55 calls are in the money, $145, $135. They're way in the money. So these contracts are worth a ton more. And so you can sell your $55 call and move into an $80 call. That's $25 closer to the market. And that contract will be more expensive. It'll be cheaper, excuse me. Yours will be more expensive, the 55. The 80 will be cheaper because it's closer to the market. The difference is your money. You're selling a contract here and replacing it with a contract that costs you this much. You keep the change as the stock moves up. You don't move too far up. You don't go from a 55 to a 150 because the stock of Tesla could go down to 150. We know how volatile it is. So going from 55 to 85 or 55 to 90, safe move if the acquisition price is reasonable and you get a nice little spread out of it. Cash in your pocket. Coyote Lame Duck, have you written cover calls before? If not, you should on your shares and get an understanding on before jumping into poor mind cover calls. Lame Duck, yes, that's what I've been doing. Coyote Lame Duck, well, then you keep your shares, letting the call expire worthless or buying to close everywhere, whenever. Coyote says, Nick H says, definitely take the classes before writing poor mind cover calls. Absolutely. Karim, when the call you wrote hits breakers even, is it a good time to roll? When the call you wrote hits break even, is it a good time to roll? Not necessarily. It depends on those. No, that's no. I don't think so. Christina, I will say this: I went from shares to deep in the monies, and I was scared when I did. So I wrote it out, and the math does not lie. I could buy more deep in the monies, and had cash for what I needed. And there you have it. Let's see what else. SoFi, another 150 million in deposits have come in. And Coyote, I just worry that many new people will see the poor man cover calls we are doing and try to jump right in with having a great understanding. Well, this is why I keep saying every show, take the damn classes and figure it out. Yes, I can't be more clear than that. But hey, if anyone out there is idiotic enough to go out there and try to do poor man cover calls without knowing what they're doing, guess what might happen? You might not know what you're doing. And so you're on your own. I don't trade for you. You trade yourselves and arm yourself with knowledge. You can take my courses, my classes, $150 a piece, or you can go somewhere else and try to find someone else who will show you how to do this. But I have a suspicion if you do the classes that we're talking about here, I think you're going to have enough info to have a pretty good handle on what's going on. Anyway, what can I say? Thank you all for being here. 15 minutes until my GameStop cash secured puts expire worthless, says Mr. Premium with the option. Let's see. Coyote says to Brian, good news is we have the rest of our lives to keep getting better at this game. Lame Duck, according to the lesson, Uncle Bruce was going out only 6 months, which makes it hard to break even, says Lame Duck. Early classes, yes. Again, the 90-10 rule is the secret to the sauce, is the secret sauce to success. You can buy calls that are deep in the money 6 months out, but you have to really be on it now. I recommend, and as I've said here with GameStop, we found those January 10 contracts months ago, super cheap, 90-10 rule qualified, and people have made their move into there and are doing really, really well. So a combination of the classes and hanging out with us here, you'll figure this out and you can really join in on the party. Christina, I also find it valuable to know what to do when you're exercised. When the stock drops and you have calls that are on the verge of going out of the money, some things we all do here are learned by Uncle Bruce. Manager, Motley Fool has an article on SoFi. Is the next bull market here? Why SoFi is a top stock to buy. Christina, classes and some things are learned by actively trading and having to go through the emotions and the what to do. So that's correct. Until you're right, you won't care as much. You can study all you want, but until you have written a call and are watching that call like a hawk, now you care because it's your money on the line. That's right. Welcome to the party, pal. Kaiser Trip Tesla sell calls for 21, 28 days, 210, 220, or fold arms. Thank you. I would take more money than that. I'd go further out. Susan, Bruce, I have learned from you, if you can't find a good role, to simply do nothing. Invaluable advice, though, although I must say, enjoy the fancy trading footwork others are achieving, and you folks know who you are. There you go. Cindy, that's exactly what I did with my Tesla Long. I went up from June 24 to January 25, and I took in money. Nice job. Christina, one of the greatest things we have is a sounding board with Uncle Bruce. We're all full of emotions, and he's an outsider that can help us stay level-headed. Thank you for that. Classes and writing experience, agreed. Maria, Christina, I did the same thing. Optional Nomads, Pfizer option chain has 90, 10, 30 calls expiring Jan 2025 for $15.75. Or we could look at the $35 strike for the same date, but those aren't 90-10, more like 80-20. So 90-10s are where you want to be. Maria, once I took the class, I understood poor man cover calls so much better. Richard Carlin, take those darn classes and ask questions when necessary. The Credit Savage, it starts with class number 1, kids. Class number 1. I'll tell you right now, we are sharks and love delicious bluefin newbie tunas. We devour them. Take the classes and become a shark. Stop being a tuna. Exactly. Coyote says, Christina, agreed. Cindy B, going from a January 24 to a January 2025 in just about anything at this time is not that much more. Go out the extra year or at least 6 more months. Yes. Bama Babe, so many say to me, I am just gambling. I tell them All of life is a gamble. I'm just lowering my risks with Uncle Bruce laughing out loud. Yeah, it's funny how people, don't gamble their way into poverty. How they don't take a chance on a career move. How they don't try something new in a conservative, limited way. Yeah, I get it. It's I've been exposed to that my whole life. My whole life. Excuse me. I'm sure you have relatives, friends, associates all over the years that you've been out there who have been some of the most successful, mediocre people you've ever met in your entire life. And if it works for them, then great. Great. It works for them. Does that work for you? That's the question. There's the question. We are down 134 on the Dow right now. We're up 7 on Sexter. GameStop down 49 cents at 22.21. ATIP down 9 tenths of a penny to 43.2. Tesla 190.48 up 221. SoFi 748 down 23 cents today. Apple 154.73 up 391. HBQ down 28. Google down 335. Moderna down 311. Cisco down 70. Pfizer down 33. IBM up 40 cents today. Microsoft down 558. ME down 3.5. Rocket Lab up 7 cents. Matterport down 20, SmartRent down 1.5, Spire up 2.5, Amazon down 9.28, Home Depot down 8.23, Netflix down 67 cents, Vanik down 4.36, Adobe down 12.32, Goldman up 29 cents. The Boeing Group down 3.12, Meta down 1.69, AMC down 2 cents, Ape up 17, Royal Caribbean up 89 cents at 68.44 for Royal Caribbean. Target down 403, JP Morgan up 182, Costco down $8, Walmart down 220, Disney down 240, Nvidia down 560, American Airlines down 6 cents. That's a quick recap of where we're at. The Dow off 130, the S&P down 41, Nasdaq down 175, oil down 261 a barrel, 3.5% today at 73.26. So oil is dropping off notably. The NASDAQ market down 1.47%, S&P down 1%, the Dow off 0.38 of a percentage point. So NASDAQ is the downward leader, about 4 times what the Dow is dropping. So the Dow should be down 500 to match NASDAQ's sell-off, but it's not. The Dow is resisting the backing off of the market in a big way. That's what's going on there. Adam, to the newbies, my 0.02 no, I don't know what this is. My 2 no is it is okay and even best to take profits if it's close to 60% or more OFC. You can always rewrite cover calls, but not always cash in. The OFC keeps listening to Uncle Bruce. What does OFC mean? I don't understand this. Susan, I love rewatching my 8 classes. It helps so much with confidence on your understanding. And this is the thing. The most successful viewers of this channel have told me time and time and time again, they have rewatched classes 8 times, 10 times. They have gone back and watched class number 1, 5, 9, 11. They have rewatched them again and again and again because they missed stuff the first time around, the second time around. Because these classes are 1 hour, 35 minutes to 2 hours, 10 minutes each, with a live, with Auntie Jen as the moderator asking me live questions, and I've got the board behind me, and we're covering all kinds of stuff on these classes. For $150 a class, if you watch it 5 times, it's $30 every time you watch it. 150 divided by 5, $30 every time. You watch them 10 times, they cost you $15 every time you watch them. If you learn anything from the options of the classes to learn how to become a better successful option writer, you will make thousands of dollars for every dollar you're spending to watch these things. You will just make a ton of money for, unlike Mr. Takagi from the Nakatomi Tower, for the rest of your life. You will make money from these options by writing option contracts for the rest of your life. How long you got? How much money you want to make? How do you want to get there? What is it you want to do? Do you want to go traveling this summer? Do you want to go to Hawaii next winter for 3 months at an Airbnb, write options from there. What are you doing sitting in the winter for in Minnesota? Get the hell out of there. Learn how to write options and change your life. Get out of this trap where you are brainwashed into thinking you got to have a career. You got to stay in the job for the rest of your life. Get out of there. Man, this world has completely changed. If you're an American, a Canadian, from the UK, from Europe, you've got the golden ticket with a passport. You can go anywhere you want or where you want to go, and you can see the world. Take your cell phone with you, take your laptop with you, take your big ass iPad with you, and trade options wherever you go. And relax. Take a holiday in a relaxed mode. Rent an RV in New Zealand for 3 months. How about that game? Roll into a little town in New Zealand, find internet, do some trades. Whatever it is you want. I don't know what it is you want. You want to go to Australia for 3 months? You want to go to Indonesia? You want to go to Malaysia? You want to go to Singapore? You want to go to Japan? I don't know where you want to travel. The world is waiting for you to enjoy. Come on along. Christina, early in the following, Uncle Bruce, I would lock myself in a room and watch and rewatch the classes, and I would take notes. Then I would use the new trading ways like poor man covered calls and run the numbers, and I would practice. Options nomads. My emotion today is an arms folded stubbornness. I am saying I dare you to several of my positions and buyers. Exactly. You make the market your bitch. That's what it is. You make the market your bitch. You don't get pushed around. You tell, come and get me. I've written a call. Take me out. I dare you to take me out. I'll lock in all kinds of profits, and I'll turn around, buy that stock back, and I'll write another obscene premium contract. I'm a happy camper. I dare you to take me out. The Credit Savage, a gambler's sweetheart. I'm an investor. Gamblers are the tuna we feast on. Drew, Christina, my friends and family tease me that a calculator is my favorite video game. Yeah. How many people do you know personally, through all your friends and connections, that spend gazillions of hours playing video games and are broke and complain about it and talk about they wish they could buy a new car. I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. They're really good at games. That's it. They have nothing else going on. And then there's yourself and others like you out there who are in front of the monitors. You're not playing a video. You're playing this video game. This video game is called making money, making a lot of money from this market and taking it off of the saps out there. Boy, this game's a lot more lucrative. Christina, Bama, babe, just hedging your positions. People don't get this. I'll try all the time to help anyone willing to listen. This works, and not just sometimes. Zach, I'm successful in my mediocrity. Drew, the numbers don't lie. Zed, 10,100 shares of SoFi. Tell me when SoFi was at 430, 520. We did not have the urgency to buy, and now I have the need to buy. What is up with this feeling? Christina, Drew, my wife and I joke and say, I'm mathing right now. I'm mathing. Bama, babe, Christina, me too. Drew, always be writing. Marcus, walking the market ups and downs with Uncle Bruce helps me to stay calm instead of panicking. Market commentary and insights help emotions in check. This is priceless. Drew, Christina, smiling here. Adam, 2 cents, of course. Flint, Zed, I just cashed out some underperformers and bought more SoFi. I feel it too. Constantine, Uncle Bruce, I totally understand and experience today what you meant by writing 2 to 3 months out rather than a week. Thank you. John Anderson, losing some shares of Amazon today. Time to toast its demise and thank it for making me more moolah. Next victim. Nice going, John. Bama, babe, Uncle Bruce, we rewatch your classes because we are simpletons and thick-skulled. Adam, I was just saying it's good to take money off the table if you're up 60%. You don't always have to try for the 100+ return before you buy back. That's true. Christina, Constantine, you know it was hard for me to pass up the weekly option today, but I knew $4 in profit just made sense. I could not take 400 a contract off the table. Yes, Christina, definitely, says Constantine. Jem Stevens, I feel personally attacked sitting in Minnesota right now. You're attacking me. Why? Because I want you to go to Hawaii and get some warm weather. You need to learn how to surf. Get your butt over there. Larry Titus, the bells have rung. Thank you, Larry, from Maria. Jim Stevens, it feels like minus 18 below. Bama, babe. Jim Stevens, I know it's cold there. Bama, babe. Thanks, Larry. Zach, happy weekend to all. Thanks for another great week of knowledge and fun. Uncle Bruce, Coyote, upped my strike with credit on a roll right at the buzzer. Let's go. Weekend time. Mirko, thank you, Christina. I followed your lead and changed 30 $10 GameStop Jan 25s into 37 13 January 25s, and did write 7 new April 2250s for $349, buying more $13 contracts on Monday. Giddy up. Happy Friday, everybody, from Drew, Mr. Premium of the Option. Get that bread. Good times, everybody. Christina, Uncle Bruce, remember when I was writing options from my cruise, the only reason I got the stupid internet package on the boat, my kids were like, why do you get the internet? I said, because it's how we go here. Why do you think you're in a suite on a cruise ship? You think this suite costs $9.99 for a week? Now that costs a lot more than that. Coyote, nice. Nick is laughing. Split up. Have a relaxed and enjoyable weekend, you all. We're starting now after that one to the first full February. Christina Mirko, hot damn, way to go. Flint Creek, I need to rewatch number 8 and we'll practice on paper. Great idea. Mandu, number 5, have a good weekend, everybody. That guy, thank you for the donation, my friend. I love when he talks like that. The Big E, neat. Mirko, Christina, drinks on me if we meet on the Uncle Bruce cruise. Christina, Mirko, teamwork makes the dream work. Splair, I play video games and move up on my portfolio thanks to that strategy. That feels good and relaxed. Jim Stevens, you're absolutely right. I do need to go to Hawaii and learn how to surf. Come on, Jim, let's go. Coyote, rolling up my deep into money calls might be my next goal next week. Thanks for the inspiration, you guys. Zeta State, Uncle Bruce, could you address is what we are feeling normal? Do you warn us about this feeling? I do the best I can. Looking forward to Sunday chat, says Dean. I'm looking forward to it too. Flint Creek, I am so on Uncle Bruce cruise. If you do one, Zeta State, happy weekend. It was an amazing week after months of pain. Giddy up, everybody. Alex just made it here for the bell. Bruce, I am number 130 on your thumbs up meter today. Thank you all for helping out on the thumbs up meter, your donations, becoming members, renewing your membership, upgrading your membership to Gold Bagel level. You guys just rock and keep me on the air. I thank you all so very much. And if I am able to help you get richer, I'm a happy, happy guy. Want you guys to do really, really well out there. Maria Powell, have a great weekend. Thank you. Debbie Emanuel, happy weekend, Bruce. Hello, Debbie Emanuel. Thank you for joining and saying hi to me. I hope you're doing okay out there in Northern California. I miss you. You have a great one. Hopefully you can join us Monday night on TWB at 8 o'clock. I'd love to see you there. Or at 7 o'clock if you're still a sponsor member over there. I'd love to have you there for the Hangout show. Thank you for popping in, Debbie. It's great to see you. It's been a while since we got together, hasn't it? Zeta State, this is how we go here. Richard Carlin, neat. Mirko, Flint Creek, don't forget to bring some soap to the cruise. We don't need that stinking cruise ship soap, you know. Zeta State, neat. Fun times. Looks like the Dow ended up with a 127 loss. Cyxtera was up 8 cents. GameStop down 44, 22.26. What a week. ATIP 43.1, down 0.9 of a penny. Tesla 189.98, up 171. SoFi 746. What a week we had over here, up down 26 cents. Apple 368, gain at 154.50. This is after missing profits last night. HPQ down 29. Google down 358, Moderna down 310, Cisco down 69 cents, Pfizer down 28. The IBM was up 55, Microsoft down 6.25, ME down 6 cents, Rocket Lab up 7. Matterport lost 18, SmartRent gave up a couple of pennies today, Spire gained a couple. Amazon down 9.52, Home Depot down 8.31, Netflix down 99 cents, Vanik down 4.66, Adobe down 12.90. Goldman Sachs up 37 cents. Alex, neat. Flint Creek, I have you all covered. Christina, have a great weekend. I'll see you all Monday morning. When will you bring back trivia night? Don't know about that. Karen, back to doing my taxes, laughing out loud. Splair, thank you, Uncle Bruce, for everything. Enjoy your break from all of us here. Splair, neat. Zach, Christina, I missed the trivia too. Gorillas and other emojis from Splair. Mirko, we'll all smell like cashmere, says Mirko. Larry Titus, have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you so much, all of you, for your kind support. I'm looking forward to Sunday. I've got 3 one-on-ones on Sunday, and then I'm back at it again with you guys Monday morning. Let's see if we can get you guys richer next week. Coyote, I forgot about trivia nights. Those were fun. It's been a while. Baba Babe, hope everyone has a great weekend. Indeed, all of you out there. You guys take care of yourselves, and we'll catch up with you first thing Monday morning. Have a great time, everybody. Jen and I are going to go for a little walk right now and work that hip of hers as she's getting stronger and stronger. And then I think we might head to the pool for the hot tub, and we'll let her hip get all loosened up and take care of her. And then we'll figure out what are we going to watch a movie tonight? I don't know. Early to bed, early to rise. I don't know. I need some rest. We're going to get it. And we thank you all for your support of this channel. Coyote, have a great weekend. Beach Boy, what's with all the Uncle Bruce cruise talk without me? You should be ashamed. Don't mess with Beach Boy now. I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring up anything about cruising. Somebody mentioned it and it just took off. People want to go on a cruise. H. Gregory 136 will watch the replay. Way to go, H. Gregory. Love you. Thank you, guys. We do have on the thumbs up meter 137. I thank you all. Coyote, I'm thinking about watching a film, Feeling Goodfellas tonight. Thanks, everyone, from John Anderson. Right on, John. Thank you. Get some rest, Uncle Bruce from Bama Babe. You guys, you know what we're going to be doing. All I can say to you all is neat, neat, neat. Thank you all for the knee attacks all week long. We want a stock cruise, says Flint Creek. That's what we want. We want a stock cruise. That's what we want to do. Internet on board the ship. Let's go. Bama Babe. Neat, 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 neat. There they go. Here come the knee emojis. The attack is on. Beach Boy is on it. Here we go. The knee emojis are being yelled out everywhere. Alex, neat, neat, neat. Larry Titus, neat, 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 neat. They're happening. Oh, there's no stopping the knee emojis every time. Thank you guys so much for everything. Have a great rest this weekend, and let's see if we can get you guys Richard. Karen, take care. Thank you so much for the knee emojis and everything else you guys do for us. We love you. There you go. H. Gregory. Neat, 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 neat. Good stuff, all. Good stuff indeed. There you go. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See you next week. Take care. Goodbye from Palm Desert, California.